Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we just about made it, and I'm sorry if I sound a bit off because I am feeling a bit ill, but this might be going down as one of the best Elena players in the game. So far, I picked Ken, and he chooses Elena, and for some reason, I always thought Elena would be a good comeback for Street Fighter 6, and she is going to come back for Street Fighter 6 in the summer, I think, next year. But yeah, this match was mad. I start with her Hadouken, but she slides. Next thing you know, I get a punch, but then she kicks me. And next thing you know, I try to do the attacks, but she blocks it majority of the time. So that's the thing about Elena, is that she is so weird as a player, but she's annoying as a computer. But I think the best Elena here knows how to do the job. So far, I think it's really good that I got a competitor knowing how to play different characters so well. I mean, I really get inspired by people like them who do characters that they don't really use that often, get a lot of light. So I use Elena, and she's tough to play, I can't lie. But this was a crazy match, a really close one in the first round. And so far, I'm lost the game, except I did a tornado kick. Her little taunts that she does are pretty fun, and they add a bit of flavor. And then I missed the super there, which was a bit of a stinker. But yeah, this was a really sick match. This guy's a sick player, but I kept losing, so I'm losing the first round right now. So next thing you know, I'm just excited to see what Elena could do in Street Fighter 6, because this here just reminds me of what they're missing right now, like newer generational characters that were in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, but obviously they wanted to do new ones, and this brave dance is over the top sometimes. Next thing you know, I'm just there like, bro, I got hit him with the uppercuts, but it's just not doing the same right now. Next thing you know, I'm just losing, and her legs are just unstoppable. It's like Chun-Li, but capoeira. And at this point, I just think that's crazy. So yeah, that's that. So on to the second round, and I pick Ryu, and she picks Elena again. And honestly, Elena is no joke throughout most of the time. I just think it's kind of crazy how she's just forgotten, but then comes back in Street Fighter 4 at times. Though I don't really know why it's taken her a while to do that, but there you go. And I just think it's fun. I do like the customization for Ryu because it definitely reminds me of Akira from Virtual Fighter, but obviously I think that's supposed to be the customization, but honestly that's where they got the inspiration from, with the way Akira looks. You get that look from Ryu. But honestly, yeah, moving on from the match, this was quite tough, and I don't think I put in as much effort as I did, unfortunately, so it was a kind of a screw up. So at least at this point, I just think maybe let me go for my gut, try to do some leg taunts and leg kicks. But yeah, it just felt like I wasn't getting anywhere near the opponent as much in terms of just blocking a lot. But this time, I ended in a super, and I was happy that I got my first win round. Thankfully, this was the first round. So the second round, I was able to try and see if I can build myself more confidence, but no, she kept on doing repetitive moves, and it got on my nerves. So at this point, I just thought, alright, let me just carry on. Let me just keep doing my thing. But at this point, I was just losing. And fair play to the guy, man. This guy was doing bits with Elena. It's just so hard sometimes when you play a good player with Elena, and you just want to try and match the standards. But yeah, they definitely was out of the box in this one. And on to the final round. And final round, well, let's just forget the final round ever existed, to be honest, because at this point, I knew I was getting into something really rough. And I mean rough in terms of the way the moves I was trying to make, but it definitely just wasn't it, man. I just honestly felt disappointed about this round. So with that being said, tech bonus she just did with the parry, the combos she started to do more, the brave dance was getting heavy, and honestly it just carried on from there. I ended the super, and I got demolished. So fair play to the guy playing Elena. He was so sick.